Oh, I see it on my screen. Overlays where? I see chat.
Very bottom of that white square.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you. Good morning, Ben. Good to see you. Thank you for your hospitality last night. Hi, Kimberly. Got to get some things going here, so I can't talk a lot. Got to get some videos loaded. Joe, can you turn that down just a little, buddy? Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Just getting some volumes adjusted. Did you get that video that I sent you in text?
Yeah, I got it. I'm not. Yeah, it's good, but that's a Christian university. That's what they do. They do that all the time.
Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense.
If it was
right
somewhere else,
yeah, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Hey guys, welcome in. Joe, do you have time to start it like a minute late? Minute or two late?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, dude. Just making sure.
Luckily, it's not too far away.
Yeah, I got you. Just finishing up a couple things. Get this here really quick. Hold on, buddy. One second. I mean, wow. Hold on. Sudden investment. Where's it at here? Okay, Joe, let's get it started, buddy. Hey guys, welcome into cancelthisshow.com. Vic Faust here, Pro Joe behind the scenes. A lot going on today. I have to post this really fast. I get it to my own account. It's some good stuff, Pro Joe, when it comes to what the Saudis did for Donald Trump today, because there is nothing money can't buy for the Saudis to make an impression for whomever they want to make an impression with. That's for sure. I mean, this is how you do it, man. You want to make an impression for people. This is what you go the extra distance. It is cancelthisshow.com. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing the show. We're getting things going here. Please let people know, because I haven't had a chance to do a lot with promoting the show this morning, as we normally do, because I'm taking care of business, running the show here. Joe is on his way. Joe, enjoy your appointment today. We appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks for joining us. Getting started a little early or a little late here. Okay. Market taking a little dip today due to inflation announcement coming, but all good after yesterday's jump. Yes. Once again, the ebbs and flows of it all is good. A lot is going on really good right now. When it comes to the United States of America, I'm Vic Faust. Glad you're with us here for the next hour. Okay. Lots to get to when it comes to Donald Trump's visit to the Middle East, and a lot of good news coming on right there as well. Donna says live on right now, disgraceful. I don't know what that means. Good morning to everybody here, though. Please like, subscribe, share the show. You know what we're doing. You know what we do every day as the president begins his trip there. Like, subscribe, share the show, donate if you can. Let us know how we can help. Jump in if there's something that you guys want to talk about that we haven't covered. Please let us know as well. The key is just to make sure people know that we're on and what we're doing. That's what we got going on. So anyway, we're here. Middle East trip begins for Trump, and it does with some pretty damn good news this morning. And we get into it right out of the gate. Hold on a second. One other thing to do here as we promote the show. Okay. How about this for news coming out of the gate this morning? Saudi Arabia, where Donald Trump is this morning, Saudi Arabia has announced, and Donald Trump has announced together, and this is fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Oh, where's it at? A $600 billion investment. Once again, I said a $600 billion investment. That wasn't going on the last 4 years. It's going on because Donald Trump is in office. A $600 billion investment into the United States. Oh my God, the sky is falling. Nobody wants to be involved with America. And now we see all the good that's happening. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus, for what is going on in our country right now. Literally, Saudi Arabia with a $600 billion investment. Who saw that one coming? You know why? Because they respect the hell out of Donald Trump. That's why. That doesn't happen if Donald Trump is not in office. And that's why we are grateful to be Americans. $600 billion. Donald Trump this is a historic trip that he is taking right now as we wait for people to jump in on the show. Abe says, yep, talking about the Saudi investment on CNBC right now. Yeah, I'd be curious, Abe, to see what they say. I mean, CNBC, I mean, they're better than MSNBC. But at the same point in time, you never know exactly if they're going to give Donald Trump and his team credit. I mean, $600 billion investment. This is a historic trip. His first overseas foreign affairs trip in his second term. What we're learning, this just coming down, it's literally breaking news, and that's why I jumped on. I'm doing a little research as I run the show live, run videos live, and talk to you guys, and try to promote the show to make sure that everybody's jumping in as they should. Okay. This has to do with energy, defense, and mining. Would love the chat today. I'll give to a lot of your comments today, too, if you guys want to get in there. Donna says, I mean the comments that people are writing about our president. Yeah, but it only takes a few comments. They're in the minority, and they're mean, and they're nasty people. Most of the people who are ripping Trump are just evil people. They are. They're evil. Flat out evil. Donna says, whoa, can't imagine that money. Yay. It just adds to the list. It was near $8 trillion of investment into the United States that we hadn't had before Donald Trump. Kimberly says his arrival in Saudi was like the prodigal son coming home. What a welcome. And they have laid out the red carpet for Donald Trump. And they should, because they see a leader. Everybody wants to be with a winner, not a bumbling, stumbling, lying, racist man like Joe Biden was, or Kamala Harris and the Democrats. And I don't mean to be too harsh, but the Democrats have lost their mind. We already know that. They're thinking, I'm not calling them individuals evil, but their thinking is very evil. And it's very sick, because they would rather America do worse and have our kids do worse than have Donald Trump be the man responsible for the positive that is going on. From the chat line, can't deny the business aspect on CNBC. They have many conservative anchors on CNBC because they're all about business and money. Exactly, Abe. Every now and then you'll get somebody who'll say something or throw a curveball that doesn't make sense. Brenda says, those evil people are most of my family. LOL. I know. But Brenda, you know them personally, and you said they're not evil. They're just unintelligent, right? Because it's a pride issue, maybe. I don't know. Donna says, thank you, Vic. I appreciate you. You're welcome. Greg says he's going to invest in chapstick. Going to be a lot of ass kissing of Donald Trump soon, too. You guys are on fire this morning. I love you guys. Yes, exactly. The sky's falling. Oh my God, everything's going bad. Yeah, Donald Trump's going to run this country into the ground. He's such a dictator. There are a bunch of dumbass people in this world, and there are a bunch of evil people in this world. And there are still people say, I don't like Donald Trump. Those are the people. I'm like, okay, you don't have to like Donald Trump. But if you really are going to talk about politics, tell me why you don't like this man. Seriously. Seriously. I don't care who you are, what degree of level you have, what kind of money you have or you don't have. Tell me why you don't like him and what he has done since the second term that has made you not like him. If you don't like Donald Trump, it's because you have something in your own self, or you don't like something in your own self, or you can't get something out of your head from the past. What has this man done since running for office, putting his life on the line, taking a bullet, giving up everything, going to jail, having to get mugshots? What has he done that has not been great, selfless, and for everybody else? And not for him. Tell me, what has he done that upsets you? This man, not only is he proven to be the best president in the history of this country, I'm not going overboard when I say this. Tell me another leader from another country sometime in history that has done, or Donald Trump is compared with what he faced with everything that is going on. I'm not kidding. Look at what is happening. I just look at the facts. Whether you like the man or not. Whether you like the man or not. They refuse to see any positives, Vic. They're like brainwashed. Yeah, I know. They just hate Trump and Republicans no matter what good they do. It's all right. We're focusing on the positive, but yeah, they're out there. From the chat line, yes, some thoughtful comments would be great. There just aren't any reasons to hate Donald Trump these days. Everything is about America. Well, how can I make America better? How can I put America back on the path to strength, courage, success, righteousness? But I see people post stuff too, but that's all right. $600 million adds to the nearly $8 trillion of investment already. There's nothing. There is absolutely nothing you can rip this administration for right now with what is happening. In the chat line, please look into and support conservative veteran Harold Harris running for mayor in Toledo, Ohio, to expose corruption and make our cities safe. There's a chat. Obviously, we're broadcasting live out of the St. Louis, Missouri area. We have a national audience. We have people in Michigan, in California, in Texas, in Florida, in Ohio, and Oregon, and obviously Ohio near Toledo. Thanks for jumping that in. Trump, Vance, US. Absolutely. Paul says, if they don't like President Trump for what they perceive as him taking advantage of his position, then they should hate all of the insider trading that goes on with the politicians. That's right. The insider trading that Missouri's own Josh Hawley, U.S. Senator Josh Hawley, has tried to call out over and over and over again, and much respect to him, because we all know that the politicians, they don't go for that job to make, barely $200,000 a year. They do it because they're going to get contacts all over the place. They get insider information. They get insider trading, and every single one of them does it. Is it right? Hell no, it's not right. I agree with Josh Hawley, not to get over and outside of where we normally are. Now they hung up on the plane from Qatar. Okay. Oh, they're hung up on the plane. Okay. One thing I did want to show, and I thought it was very interesting. I love Saudi Arabia is the real deal. I mean, these guys are the real deal. They are the real deal. And check out, look what they did for Donald Trump this morning. I think this is it. Let me see if I can find video here. I think this is where it is. If it's not right, guys, forgive me. I tried to put that up there. No, I couldn't get it here. Okay, I loaded the wrong video because I'm doing this by myself, but I will do this again. I want to show you what they did. I mean, okay, here it is. And we'll go back and show you. This is how the Saudis make an impression. These guys are awesome. Yes, check this out, everybody. Is a mobile McDonald's that Saudi meets Donald Trump. They know Donald Trump likes his McDonald's, so they brought a mobile McDonald's. I mean, this is great. There is nothing too big the Saudis can attack with their money. I mean, check it out. I'm trying to figure that whole thing out. It's mobile, but it looks like it's brick, doesn't it? I don't know. It's very interesting. But this is, I mean, it's cool what they're doing. I'm looking at every angle of this right now. Do you think they like the Saudis like McDonald's? I don't know. I love that. I'm trying to figure out. Is it being? It looks like it's being pulled by maybe a truck as well. Yeah, I think that is it. And of course, he likes his Big Macs, right? I think. All right, we've seen enough of that. I'll get it off here, but very, very interesting. So the Saudis, they love Donald Trump. And these people in the Middle East, they want a leader. They want a winner. And that's what Donald Trump is. A mobile food trailer is what we're saying. From the chat line, they hate the idea of Qatar offering the plane to Trump. Yeah, Trump got $1 billion plane offered. And the media goes angry about it. He's like, it's something that we don't have to pay for. F-15 escorts. Yeah, literally, the planes picked up the plane, Trump's plane, in air, escorted him to Saudi Arabia. They had palace horses and McDonald's. Biden's over there stumbling around. Oh, I don't know where I'm at. Where am I at? What am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, we love it. It's all good. Sorry, guys. I just spilled my water. That's never happened here. Wonderful. As I try to get this water out of the way. Not so great. I spilled a huge glass of water. Oh, we don't have help, but that's all right. By the way, not to get off track too, we're talking about the investment that the Saudis have made, $600 billion. Also today, JP Morgan is now dropping their call for a U.S. recession. Oh, really? See, once again, I always say keep the scorecard handy because people will say things, media will say things, people who don't like Trump or want to get a bad message out will say things to try to hurt Donald Trump and his administration and his presidency. And then when it proves to be wrong or they're wrong, they don't want to talk about it. We will talk about it on this show because it's a bunch of BS. Oh my God, these tariffs are going to hurt America. Guess what? Recession calls over. China, our little lapdog, like they were in his first administration, and America continues to get richer. This is why Americans can't forget what's happening right now and try to learn. And there are people who don't want to know about politics. There are people who don't want to know. They just want to get up and know that everything's fine. And yeah, just I want everything to be there for me. And, that's right. And we all know people like that. Older people, younger people. From the chat line, Vic, Biden would be stumbling and looking for the ice cream truck. Yeah, exactly. He would. Connie says McDonald's and a Diet Coke. He is a happy man. He got his McDonald's. He got an escort. He's got palace horses. He's got $600 billion in investments. That's what you call winning the golden age of America. And once again, we get examples of it on a daily basis. And what are we, 6 months in now? Not even 6 months in. Not even just over 100 days in. Winning. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus, for what's happening in this country right now. We are loving life, and it is all a very good thing. Literally, the Saudi crown prince. And I don't know if you guys saw this video. It was in the past where you went from Trump's first term. You don't touch the prince. Literally, Donald Trump walked by him, like tapped him on the shoulder, and was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" The Saudi prince looked up, and then he saw it was Donald Trump, and he respected it, and he didn't say anything. You don't do that unless you're a man of power, a man of prestige, a man of respect, and that is Donald Trump. Damn, is that good stuff. Loving it all over the place. This is cancelthisshow.com. Vic Faust here. We're here till about 10 o'clock today. Please like, subscribe, share the show. Jump in on the chat line. You can do that on Facebook. You can also do it on Rumble, and we're on YouTube. You can also watch us live on X as well. But this really is a historic trip, and something hadn't happened. Literally a Persian Gulf tour, first major visit of his first major foreign visit of his second term. And there is a regional war. There's nuclear talks. But if there was somebody who was going to bring peace to the air, it would be Trump. It would be. There's an investment forum that's happening today at the Riyadh air in that area. It's common sense. The world wants common sense. There are only people who want dictatorships, individuals and small groups, and chaos. Most people want somebody like Donald Trump who's going to bring peace and stability and financial success and freedom to the area. Right now, you don't have that without Donald Trump. And when he came back into power in his administration, the world started to see that we have a leader again. Bringing peace to India and Pakistan last weekend, stopping that really quick. Thursday, we talked about it yesterday. Putin and Zelensky expected to talk. I believe that's in Turkey. Trump may even show up for that, believe it or not. The man's schedule is incredible, setting the stage. But we haven't seen a president work like this. We haven't. We just have not seen a president work like this, and it's phenomenal to see what's going on right now. So thank you, Donald Trump, from that standpoint. Paul says just yesterday alone, Trump checked off like 4 or 5 boxes of accomplishments. It took the last administration maybe 4 years to do a fraction of what Trump's done in 4 months. And not only what he's done in 4 months, but also the success of what he has done. It's not just doing something. It's making sure that something that's done is actually helping this country. And that's what we're talking about. I mean, literally, we talked about the Chinese situation. You had 40 Chinese banks. Literally, they went up in smoke in 30 days, literally insolvent in 30 days. Businesses closed, ports were stopped, mass protests all over their country, and it forced a huge trade deal with the United States. Now, $5 trillion of money literally is set to flood into the American economy. And then on the heels of taking care of that with China, what does he do? He heads to the Middle East. We've never seen anything like this. It's unprecedented, and we need to enjoy every single thing that we get from this man in this country. Despite the people in his own party who are trying to stop him, and despite the Democrats who won't give him credit, or the media who won't, and he doesn't care about the credit. Every now and then he does. He's human. I guess I would too. Yeah, Tanya, of course, healthcare prices lower. We talked about that yesterday, 59%. The winning doesn't stop day after day, week after week, and now month after month. I mean, we try to keep up with everything on the show, but there's so much good that continues to happen in this country. And we're like, okay, all right, we're going with the flow. Speaking of the healthcare prices, you brought them up. Trump did another press conference yesterday that I wanted to get to, because it's so important to see these things that are going on. Here's Trump talking about what's happening with the prices that we all.
And there's it's not like, oh, gee, well, maybe it won't happen. It's going to happen because the other countries have no choice. Now, the drug companies are going to have to say, listen, if you don't pay more, we're not going to give you the drug, and they're willing to do that. So that's it. They have to. We have to equalize.
Mr. President, what is
Mr. Price controls?
Say it.
How do you respond to the fact that this?
It's not price control. No. What was price control is before. If you want to talk about price control, is what they were doing. They were making us pay. They set a price, and they said, "Here's what we're going to pay." and anything else charge America. Because at that time they had a very stupid president, and it really went crazy during the last 4 years. And remember this, the Democrats are the ones that allowed this to happen. They were the ones that were the protector of this pricing system. And I think it's going to be very hard. You'll have to ask Democrats, are they going to vote against the one great, big, beautiful deal that's being negotiated now, tax cuts, etc., when now on top of the tax cuts and regulation cuts, all the things, now you're going to say that the price of your medicine is going down by 60, 70, 80%. You're going to vote against it? I think a lot of Democrats are going to be forced to do something that their leaders are going to beg them not to do, and that's vote for the bill. I don't see how they can vote against it. How can they vote against it when drug prices, drugs and pharmaceuticals are going to be down 70, 80%? It's going to be very interesting.
Mr. President.
Yeah, it is going to be very interesting because the art of the deal, the man who has done all of this, Donald Trump, he just is the best. Not only does he help Americans, he gets liberals to get angry at liberals. He gets liberals to start doing things that they don't want to do. And now he's got them back between a rock and a hard place when it comes to his policy, because his policy makes so much sense that if Democrats vote against it, they look like the shills that they are. They have to vote for it. And if they don't, they're going to continue to lose their spots. They are really, I mean, they've never seen a politician like Donald Trump. They haven't. And now they're like, truck, what the hell are we going to do? Paul says, after Trump's announcement yesterday about the pharmaceuticals price coming down, the left mainstream media was then defending pharmaceutical companies. I know, that's all of us with common sense and half a brain or more get that and see that. But if you're a Democrat, you're like, yeah, let's go for the pharmaceuticals. Yeah, let's go after those Teslas. We're for the people ruining the Teslas. It's like, yeah, let's stick up for the illegals that are in this country. So not only is Donald Trump helping America, he's getting Democrats to show their true colors and act like the imbeciles and ignorant fools they are when they refuse to accept the positive policy that's happening. Once again, you don't have to like Donald Trump and his personality, but you can't rip what he's doing for America. There's not one argument to rip about what he has done and doing for America. Not one. We invite you onto the show. Come on. You don't have anything to stand on. The policy is there. I argue that we've never seen anybody like Donald Trump ever, and we probably will never see somebody like Donald Trump again because of his experience, what he has done, being a president, going away, what has been done to him. Like we say, almost an ordained situation that America has right now. The man is a genius when it comes to business and deals. He literally has Democrats sticking up for bad, evil, wrong things for America just because Trump's on the other side of it. If it's anti-American, Dems are voting for it. Pretty much. I agree with you, Kimberly. Tony says Trump is the best. Craig says with a great point here, because we started off talking a lot about Saudi Arabia. You know, Trump is going to tell the Saudis, hey, you know what? We can pump our own oil. Watch gas prices drop below $2 by Thanksgiving. I'll remember that, Greg, because that's a great point. And the Saudis know what they're dealing with. They're like, yeah, here comes Donald. And they're treating him like he's a rock star, the most popular rock star in the world. That's how Donald Trump is being treated right now by a Middle East country, by Saudi Arabia of all people. That's right. This Christian man, a man talking about Jesus, being treated like an icon in Saudi Arabia and the Middle East because they respect greatness. They respect a man with a spine, a man with masculinity. None of this bullshit, Biden lying, cheating. Oh, is this a man or a woman today? All of this racist stuff that we had from the Democrats. Hell no. We're all equal under one God and loving the job Trump is doing. As I always say, you may not like Donald Trump for his personality, but you can't argue against the job that he is doing for America, for our economy, what his work for America is second to none. Gosh, is it great to be an American today? This is Cancel This. I'm Vic Faust. Glad you guys are with us. You can jump on the chat line if you're just getting to the show. Facebook, Rumble, X, YouTube is where you can find us live. And of course, let other people know about what we have going on our show today. Everything that he's doing, and it's just the respect factor of this man and what's happening. And I'm grateful that I always say this, he's our president. And it's just good seeing him over there. Let me show you this video that we got here. It was Donald Trump arriving today. And it just, the fanfare, excuse me, sorry guys, arriving in Saudi Arabia. And this is what we were talking about, being treated like the rock star that he is. And we look at videos of him and Biden, Obama, it's just different. It's just different. He is arguably the most popular, well-known man maybe on the planet. Recognizable, treated with respect, because everybody knows what was done to him. Most people know. And they know what he's given up. And they know what a leader he is. And he just has this aura about him as he walks in amongst everybody else. Tanya says, amen. And Brenda, I can't wait for it. I haven't brought it up yet, but the big, beautiful deal is next. And that's what Democrats do not want to happen, because that is going to benefit all America and the money will continue to flow. And they'll be like, oh, I hate that man. Money's like falling all over them. $100 bills are flying. It's raining all over them, hundies. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. And we all know a relative or somebody who's a liberal. Oh, while this man just continues to kick ass. He kicks the Democrats' ass. He makes Democrats look like the biggest losers in the face of the earth because they're so damn mean and nasty. They won't give credit. And all he does is make things happen for us. Paul says Trump's work ethic is head and shoulders above any president that I've witnessed in my lifetime. Simply amazing. Not even considering his age. Let's take age out of the mix. If Donald Trump was a 30-year-old man, he is still setting the world on fire with his work ethic. We have never seen anything like it, and I don't think we'll ever see anything like it again because of who this man is and what he has done. Oh, Vic, you're just like having a slub fest or whatever for Donald Trump. He's like so great. Yeah. We waited for this. That's what I voted for. That's exactly what I voted for. And now we see everything that's happening. Boy, is it fun to watch. Boy, is it fun to be an American right now and watch all the good that is happening in this country. I mean, literally, grocery prices too, by the way, this coming out today. Let me take a drink. Here's what you got. Another massive accomplishment. You know what? Instead of me saying, I'm going to let you guys listen to this whole deal because this is pretty freaking phenomenal. We talk about prices going down. Not only are prices going down in a lot of areas, it's because of what we've done. One of those specific areas as well. Man, grocery prices are down too. I didn't know if you guys knew this or not. This is what's so good. So good. Okay. Check this out.
% month over month. The street was looking for 0.3. So that we're coming in a little bit lighter than expected. So we came in at 0.2% month over month. The street was looking for 0.3. So that's actually better than what the street thought was going to happen here. 2.3% is the headline number year over year. The street's estimate was 2.4. Yeah. So again, that's a lighter number than expected. 0.2% core month over month. The estimate was 0.3. Again, better than expected. Core year over year came in at 2.8%. That was actually in line. We're coming in a little bit lighter than expected. So we came in at 0.2%.
Yeah, that means American grocery prices right now, literally, they plummet. They've plummeted the most in 5 years, according to the latest reports. Once again, more winning day after day, week after week, month after month now. There's just success everywhere you turn. Does that mean everything is perfect? No, but I'm telling you, isn't it amazing when you think about how much has been done in, let's say, 5 months and how little was done over the past 4 years? It's not that difficult to solve problems. It's not. Michelle says grocery prices aren't down in Tennessee. I'm on vacation. Yeah, funny. I get it. Literally, it's not that difficult when you have somebody who's capable. You interview somebody for the job, you hire somebody who's qualified and capable, they do the job, and then everybody lives happily ever after. From the chat line, the left will say, oh, it's due to Bidenomics that are just left over, that all the prices are finally coming down. It has nothing to do with what Trump says. Yeah. It's not going to stop. It is what it is, okay? It's fine. We know the truth, and we just have to continue to say it. I don't know anybody who's going to all of a sudden become a Trump lover if they're not already. Do you guys? I don't. And while there are certain shows and certain situations on CNN where they'll give credit, which we haven't seen before, most of the time you're not going to see them give credit, and they'll still be CNN and they'll still be the people who they are. But you know what? Who cares? This is funny, though. I have to show you what happened here. Look what a CNN anchor did to a guest who was praising Donald Trump, because this is what happens if you don't give
news
them
out of the
what they
market.
want.
News out of the market is wonderful today. I don't know where we are at the moment. We're not running a ticker, but the Dow was up 1,000 points a little bit earlier in the day.
Yeah.
It's responding to
Actually, here, let me jump in because we do have our sort of reportable lines on this. So
Yeah.
the Dow, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 posted the biggest single-day gains since April 9th,
Great.
which is the day that Trump paused most reciprocal tariffs.
Hello.
As of today, the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 have erased the losses since Liberation Day. My 401k, it's been liberated
Don't check.
from Liberation
Do not-
Day.
News.
Yeah, and you know what they did? They cut him off, and they tried to turn it around and say, "Oh, it's because he stopped tariffs." This is how stupid and evil they are. And I'm sorry if you have family members. The liberals I know, they're just flat out they're flat out evil against Donald Trump. I mean, flat out evil. They won't give him credit. But who cares? It is what it is. Oh, it only went up because he stopped the tariffs. Yeah, why do you think he put the tariffs in place in the first place, to get this result? Duh. Once again, the D in Democrat stands for dumb. If you want to be mean, dumbass. Just dumb. D-U-M, dumb, or duh. Those are some of the people as well that we see. Breaking news, not really breaking, but Donald Trump is already signing several agreements, as I said earlier, on energy and defense with the Crown Prince of Saudi. I'm telling you, it's going to be a very productive Middle East trip. All as Democrats are just sitting around trying to find something to throw at Trump. It's once again, Democrats, just because you're offended and just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's not right or correct or what's best for America. Deal with it. Sit on it. Stick it where the sun don't shine. We're trying to make things better. Once again, better for this country. And why not? I mean, why not what we start to see what's happening? Did you see they're trying to, I saw some Democrats saying, Donald Trump's a racist. He brought refugees in, white refugees from South Africa, and they don't even know the backstory. Yeah, it's because they got run out of their own country. The farmers who are producing all the food, because they got run out of their country, unfortunately, by black people saying that it's not right that they're there. Good luck producing your food. And then Donald Trump gets ripped because they're legitimate refugees. And when you look at them, it's like, yeah, they're really going to come here and try to harm people. Freaking farmers. Once again, the man is just getting ripped for anything and everything that they possibly can. So Donald Trump put together a meeting where the biggest business leaders in the world are going to be today. It's not just about helping America. It's about helping the world. We truly have a man that is America first, but via America first, the rest of the world benefits as well. I mean, Trump today from his meeting talking about this situation, and I'll play you the sound because when Donald Trump talks, people listen, and he's making this good stuff happen, and all of us will benefit. All of us will benefit. And what is wrong with it? Just because it comes from Donald Trump, there are people that do not like it, won't like it, refuse to like it just because it's coming from the Donald. Case in point, listen to him talk today about this business meeting that is going on in Saudi Arabia.
As you know, we have the biggest business leaders in the world here. And they're going to walk away with a lot of checks for a lot of things that you're going to provide. And in the United States, it's probably 2 million jobs that we're talking about.
2 million.
So, number one, I like visiting with you, and we've known each other very well, and I really believe we like each other a lot. And number two, for the United States, we've brought tremendous investment in and tremendous jobs, and we'll continue to service your great country very well. As you know, we have the biggest business leaders in the world here, and they're going to walk away with a lot of checks for a lot of things that you're going to provide. And in the United States, it's probably 2 million jobs that we're talking about this visit. So, number one, I like visiting with you, and we've known each other.
I just love him. We've known each other. We respect and like each other a great deal. That's what you want to see. From the chat line, Connie says, we need farmers, bring them in. Yeah, that's right. Donald Trump says, okay, you people in South Africa who are uneducated idiots, you're going to go after and try to hurt and kill and maim and kick people off their farms in the year 2025 because of the color of their skin, white. Yeah, we'll bring them in. We should give them the land that China bought illegally in this country and let them start farming. That's my humble opinion. Glenn, when Trump returns from Saudi Arabia, the Persian Gulf will be called the Arabian Gulf. I love it. What a great quote. What a great comment. No doubt. Certainly could happen. It's just, it's all good. All good. All good in our American hood. And we are the ones who get to deal with all of the positive. But as much as, you know, we talk about it, there's always going to be nasty people. You know what the Democrats are doing? Here's what the Democrats are doing, people. This is what the Democrats are doing to try to get hold on a second. They're trying to do what they can to get people to like them and respect them. And I'm not sure if this is how you do it. Let me see here. I'm looking for them right now. I couldn't believe that this was actually real. This is what they're doing. This is how they're trying to get people to like and respect them. Yeah, here you go, people. Right here. This is the Democrats trying to get into ICE facilities. And in this video, and I'll let it play, you will see a white woman with blue hair pushing an African-American policewoman. That's what the Democrats are. It's who they are. It's who they've become. You can't trust anything. It's hard to even have a conversation with the Democrat anymore because they don't call out this behavior. Where are they saying, I'm embarrassed for my party? I'm embarrassed of the people in my party. I'm embarrassed that we have blue-haired white women assaulting black female police officers. They have nothing. So once again, we show you the video of how bad the Democrats are, how far they've fallen. What a disgrace of a political party. What a disgrace as a group. What a disgrace as people because of how mean they are. But remember, we have good over here. This is what bad looks like so that we never get fooled again to go into something like that. Literally assaulting people, assaulting officers to save illegals or to bring attention to illegal criminals and the great work that ICE is doing. The lady in the red punched an agent, according to Connie. Yeah, she did. It's sad, but that's what they've become. That's who they are. That's why it's difficult to even have conversations I've always said have these conversations. If somebody tries to bring it up with you, yeah, do have it. Let people know what's going on. But this is what they've become. Where's the outrage? If a white man was punching a black woman, what would happen? You know exactly what would happen. Roland says, yep, it's because the mayor is running for governor, just a political stunt to show empathy for illegals based on crap info about kids. New York, New Jersey. Of course, exactly. That's what's happening. And that's what this show is about. And that's why we appreciate the job that we do on this show, which is why we always say, hey, if anything's going on, let us know. Keep us posted. Let us know everything that's happening and let people know what we do so that we can get the word out and make sure that people understand, because still there are lots of people who don't get it, who don't understand, and probably never will. Yeah, Glenn, we talked about it on the chat line. 600 billion investments from Saudi Arabia. His next stop is Qatar. Qatar, however you want to pronounce it. 600 billion. Everybody wants to make money. This shows you what the deep state has done to America and will continue to try to do if we don't keep our guard up. All it took was Donald Trump to come into office, and you see the investment, and they're like, fudge. They hate it. They hate it because America is thriving right now, and the world wants to jump on. Why not team up together? Why not make the world the environment that it should be and could be? Oh, breaking news this morning. A small nodule found in Biden's prostate during a routine exam. Okay. How did that make the Fox News headline? Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, then. Okay. Also, breaking news this morning. 1 trillion UBS Bank just said their rich clients are now buying Bitcoin and crypto. Just getting it out there for you. Just to let you know, Jeannie says, yep, just a good old fashioned ass whooping is what Donald Trump is giving the Democratic Party. And the reason I brought up the crypto, if you didn't see this too, Missouri is going to become the first state to eliminate capital gains taxes on crypto. We try to get the news out there and the updates, so we just wanted to get that out there. By the way, when we were talking about what was happening when it came to these ICE agents and everything else, another update that just came in down in Houston, because there was a lot of video that came over the weekend. ICE arrested 422 illegal migrants in Houston, including suspects wanted for murder, arson, and rape. And you have Democrats defending these people. Literally trying to defend these people. Donald Trump just destroyed China. And he's not done with China. Don't think for a second. I mean, you literally had Pam Bondi talking yesterday that people in China don't get addicted to fentanyl because they don't have it there. They're shipping it all to the United States, and it kills 18 to 34-year-olds in the United States. Don't think for a second that Donald Trump isn't done with China, especially when it comes to the situation with fentanyl and making sure that things get done the way that they should be. I mean, Donald Trump is doing so much. Shouldn't I'm just thinking, I'm just surprised. Have you heard of many bills being sent to the president? I mean, from Mike Johnson or from Speaker Johnson or Leader John Thune. I don't know. I just thought that we'd see more Senate bills coming through, but oh well, it is what it is, and we just continue to enjoy the ride that we're on. How about some more positive news? I thought this was cool. What do you guys think about this? We had a lot of talk about the Pope yesterday. Am I stretching when I show you this video by thinking and saying that he avoided the rainbow colored flag? Because to me, it looks like he avoided it. Here was the Pope. At first glance, it seems like he's avoiding a flag, but maybe it's an Italian flag for peace. I don't know. I don't know. It's whatever the case. If it's a flag for peace, Italian rainbow, it seems like he's avoiding it, which I love. So we'll see him. He sees what's coming up and he goes away from it. the Italian flag for peace. He has prudence, in my humble opinion, in there too. I don't know. I like it. I'm glad that he stayed away from that. Yeah, Jay says still working on the budget bill. The big beautiful bill. It's coming. I promise you. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait for it either. He's already talking about that in Saudi. He was literally talking yesterday before he arrived in Saudi about how Democrats, if they vote against this bill, how it's going to make them look really stupid and really bad. And I couldn't agree with him anymore because of all the good that's going to continue to happen in America. How could you vote against it? I don't think you can. I just don't think you can. So he's off to, here's another issue that just happened. Okay, another of the $600 billion, there's going to be $142 billion in arms sales. I'm just going through some of the updates that we're getting. And the egg prices going down. We talked about grocery prices have gone way down, the lowest they've been in 5 years. I know that may sound crazy, but that's what they said, plummeted more right now than they have in 5 years. All right. That's good. I'm liking it. We like it a lot. So we're still doing that from the chat line. Paul says, Vic, make no mistake, there are conservatives in the House and Senate that are being difficult in regards to that big, beautiful bill. Of course there are. How is it that I'm just here, John Cornyn, who I'm not a huge fan of, love to have him on the show and debate him, and Mike Johnson, who I still can't figure out, the speaker, they've had less than 70 bills sent to the president, less than 70. I don't know. It just, something seems weird. It seems off about that. I don't know. Maybe I'm off for thinking that something, and I know so much has been accomplished already in a short amount of time, but I don't know. I mean, literally the Senate, the Senate has sent fewer bills to President Trump than any Congress in 70 years. And you have control. Yeah, so maybe you're right. Just jumping over to the gas again, Glenn says paid $2.69 a gallon for gas today. There you go. And I know you did it in the state of Missouri, not Illinois. The people over in Illinois still dealing with a bunch of that crap. Greg says Democrats are still running the false narrative that Trump is gutting Medicare and Medicaid. Yeah, he's making it cheaper. And they've got to say whatever they can. And then when it's proven that they're wrong and liars, that's why we need to remember, save all their sound bites to show what they said, because they're going to continue to lie. They're saying it over and over and over again. I mean, you literally had a Democratic representative get called out by a CNN member. We showed that sound on Thursday, trying to say, well, Donald Trump is he's killing Medicare and Medicaid. And the anchor goes, technically, that is not true. That is not what he has done. He said he's just keeping it away from illegals. And she's like, Jay says, unfortunately, guys, there are too many Republican rhinos. I agree. I know. I could not agree anymore. They are. Roland says, not off. They are doing what they always do. Nothing obnoxious. And then, of course, Jay reminds us, by the way, July 1st, Illinois has their next automobile gas tax increase, and that's going to hit the state. Brought to you by J.P. Pritzker and the wonderful liberal blue state of Illinois, which is unfortunately, because of outside of Cook County, people don't want any of that leadership. They don't want it. It's not good. It hasn't been good for Illinois. It's not good for any of the blue states. And then unfortunately, people are forced to deal with the crap that they're dealing with right now. Yeah, we pray for Illinois somehow, some way. Maybe there's a way to make sure that the ballot boxes are taken care of correctly. But I'm telling you, though, too, I mean, I talk to people in St. Louis County and I see them out and I hear comments, and there's still so many freaking liberals that I just don't get it. Robert says they're not rhinos, they're sleeper Democrats. Good point. I get it. All right. I get it. Connie says, I'm praying Elon uses his money to primary fools like Tillis. He could. He's taken a step back. He's been less quiet. Let's see where he goes with that. Hopefully he does. I don't know. But I can't think of her name. Robert Kennedy's RFK Jr.'s lady, who we've had on the show. She said she would primary anybody who voted against him, and there's a long list of people. And she's like, I will come. Don't you worry about that. I promise you. So, and I believe, yeah, there are some people that were there. So I honestly don't understand how Tubby got back in, according to Michelle. I know. I feel sorry for you people in Illinois. I really do. You guys deserve better. You don't deserve a blue state like that. But it is what it is, and there's nothing you can do about it right now. That's why you have to give an account of yourself and bring up all the information that's happening and pray for the best. Or, yeah, not everybody can move. I get it. It is Illinois, though, and it's not a great place to live. Not at all. And those things. But some people get, I don't know. They're just, I was talking to a guy last night. He got set up, went on a date the other day. And they show up, kind of a blind date situation in St. Louis County. And the first thing the woman says after they sit down and meet, their pleasantries, she's like, okay, I'm going to get this right out of the way right now. I just want to let you know that I am very far left, liberal Democrat. And if we don't share the same views, then we're going to have some issues. Literally, the first thing that she said, I was like, I would have been like, no need to say anything here. I'm up, out, and gone. And I was like, man, you know, I think I could appreciate that. You let somebody know right out of the gate who you are, where you are from that standpoint. Because I could not imagine living with or dating or spending time with a liberal, especially right now when so much is good is happening for America. And if somebody wanted to rip the good, I don't even know how you could handle that. Yeah, you don't talk about it, but then this is somebody you don't know, maybe with friends and people you've known for a long time. But my God. Jay says low Republican turnout and too many idiots in Chicago is why J.B. Pritzker is still the governor. Also, Illinois is a perfect example of why there should be a state level electoral college. Maybe that's an interesting point, something to talk about, to debate. Greg says bye-bye to the woman that immediately said it out of the gate. So maybe flip the script. Would you go, listen, I am all about America first, patriotism, our country doing as good as it can, God, country, our country first, safety, women being protected, not only in their sports that they want to play, but protected from evil criminals and illegal aliens. So if you have a problem with that, maybe we shouldn't be sitting together. I could imagine. Oh my God, to be a liberal in 2025 when you have nothing to stand on. I mean, it's embarrassing for them. I don't even know if anybody would want to call themselves a liberal publicly. Especially when they know that the black community and the young vote is why Donald Trump is president. I mean, it really is, because they came out so hard for Donald Trump, loving him. And here we are. This is cancelthisshow.com. Vic Faust here, Pro Joe behind the scenes. Glad you guys are with us today. There'll be continuing news on this historic trip that Donald Trump is taking. His energy, his enthusiasm, all of it is what is really making this so good, making this country so good. And all the Democrats can do, like AOC, like, you better let us into the ICE facilities. I mean, literally, what is there to help America? Where is the policy? I mean, they're even going after David Hogg, the fake DNC assistant leader, whatever his position is, because this guy just got exposed by Bill Maher. I mean, it's so bad. They have nothing, nada, nothing. And America just continues to get better and better. We're going to continue to get better. Donald Trump promised us. Why shouldn't we believe it? And now we see it on the daily. We see it on the daily. It's like, okay, we're just going to continue to dominate here. That's all right. That's just our president taking care of business like he always does. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We see it. We see it. Okay. We got it. Let's see here. Oh, hold on a second. Where is the update here from you guys? Okay, got it. Connie says, I hope your friend got up and left. And that's the exact question I asked. Not a friend, just a guy I met last night. I've seen him around before. And he said they hung out for a little bit. And he said he didn't want, and he's conservative, very conservative, and he didn't want to be angry about it or make it uncomfortable. He said that he had a drink and then they left. And he's like, he just left it at that. Didn't even have to be talked about. Paul says, people, I love how the people on the left can't point to any one thing that was star-spangled awesome from the last administration. They can't. And then I flip the script on them and go, because things are so great now, tell me one thing that's not great that's happening now. And they can't do that either. Greg, of course, we had to leave it up to you. Didn't you say you have a plate in your head, Greg? There's only one conversation we don't have in our household. Chemtrails, contrails. Yeah. Yeah, my friend did get up and leave, guys. He got up. Thank God he left. All good. That's good stuff. Anyway, want to give a special thanks to Winty's in the Chesterfield Valley. 18,000 Chesterfield Airport Road. Work hard, play hard. Was there last night. Terrific food up and down the menu. I promise you'll love it. Speaking of food, check out Capriati's, one of the best sandwich shops you're going to find. It's around America, but in the St. Louis area, it's in Rock Hill, open 9 to 9. They have an incredible sandwich. It's the Philly cheesesteak. They have the Wagyu beef. They fresh roast their turkeys on the daily. It is absolutely amazing. Also, you've got Rockwood Charcoal. It's the best charcoal in America. It's natural. It's made in the state of Missouri, where the best charcoal in the world is. You don't want to use a filler. Most of those brands have fillers in them. You get your Rockwood Charcoal at most of the local grocery stores throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. And if you're around the country, buy it from Ace Hardware. That is the best place to get that. Contact Megan Livingstone. Megan Livingstone. I don't have that number in front of me. I can give that to you in a second. When it comes to real estate, you guys can message me privately and I can give you that information as well. Also, when it comes to cybersecurity for businesses, alliancetech.com/cancel this, alliancetech.com/cancel this. They can help you with your anything when it comes to cybersecurity from that standpoint. Just give them a call. Guys, we appreciate you joining us today for Cancel This, cancelthisshow.com. Vic Faust, Pro-Joe behind the scenes. It is the fastest hour in news and headlines and what's happening with our president, with this country, and everything in 2025. We appreciate your support. You can support us on cancelthisshow.com in any way. Thanks again, guys. We will see you Thursday. Have an awesome day.